This week's episode is brought to you by NYXI and their Hyperion Pro Joy-Cons for Nintendo Switch. The Hyperion Pro is the best Joy-Con replacement we've tested to date. They look fantastic, they feel better than stock Joy-Cons, and the Hall effect sticks ensure longevity of them will outlast Nintendo's offering, as well as other third-party brands that still suffer with the dreaded drift issues. The super comfortable and ergonomic grip allow for easy long-time gaming. The programmable RGB lights mean you can customize the controller to your particular taste, and the gamer's reflex macro buttons are available to give you an edge. Plus, the GameCube-inspired purple option and the green Legend of Zelda-inspired variant really make the controller stand out. All this, and using promo code PvP, you can get 10% off. Head over to NYXIGame.com or use the link in the description. Hello, welcome to Podcast First Player, episode 291. One of your hosts, Callan, as always. I'm joined by a man who told me Oasis always wanted to emulate the Beatles, so hopefully two of them will die, preferably the Gallaghers.
Goodness sake.
Tony Bloody Dan.
Callum, I can't see you. What's going on?
I know, we're having, I was going to say technical issues, we're not.
No, we're not. Don't lie.
The camera's in a box because I'm decorated. So,
Yours is. Mine's fine.
you can put yours on if you want.
Nah, I can't be bothered, mate. Don't worry about it. Technical issues in it.
Good, because I've set up a different scene on OBS, so I'll have to go back to the other one. But how the deadly are you?
Yes.
Yes, I like that answer.
Yes, I think yes.
Well, Dan, what do you think about some news?
I would hope it's reasonable and superfluous to all prior requirements.
Yes. PlayStation 5 Pro reveal.
Oh, God.
That happened, Dan. It's a thing that happened just the other day.
Yes.
Lead system architect Mark Cerny took center stage in revealing PlayStation 5 Pro, highlighting the console's key features into a big three: a larger, more potent GPU, enhanced ray tracing, and machine learning hardware used for upscaling. 2 terabytes of storage, which is pretty good. Can't grumble at that, Dan. No disk drive. No disk drive. I can grumble at that, Dan.
I was going to say, do you want me to wait until I start grumbling about things?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
But you can buy the optional £100 disk drive add-on. No vertical stand included, and it's £700.
Okay, how about we just work through that list? So the upgraded hardware, great. That all sounds really good, and it probably is the best console out there. Probably by quite a severe margin at this point now.
Yeah.
It probably will compare to or be better than most PCs, quite frankly.
Well,
as long as you've got a TV that can deal with its output, it'll be a hell of a machine.
Digital Foundry are still doing their deep dive into it, and obviously when they get their hands on one, they'll tear it apart and do a more in-depth thing on it. But from what I've read today, and a little bit from yesterday, the GPU is going to be the closest equivalent would be like a 4070.
Yep.
But what I'm more interested, like just getting rid of all the price and everything else for a second, the machine learning for upscaling is very similar to what NVIDIA are currently doing with some stuff on PC. And that's real good, where it'll basically go, here's a game that's running at like 1080p. You can upscale it to 4K, but you're still getting the frame rates from 1080. So you're getting higher frame rates, and it looks far fucking better.
Yeah.
Whilst doing less resource and everything else. That's really fucking interesting. Ray tracing and everything else, it's kind of here or there. Not many games take advantage of it on the PlayStation as it is. But my biggest no-no, the price is... You couldn't build a PC better than this for £700.
Yes, and that, I think, from what I read about it, and from what I understand about it, that's literally why I was just out the gate. I was just like, there is nothing that compares to this. This is the best thing that you can get out there.
Yeah.
The question would be, is that what difference would you see, depending on if you're playing PlayStation 5 games, PlayStation 4 games that are backwards compatible?
Yeah.
Are you going to see any difference between those two? Or is it just going to be for the future games that are coming out that would also be on PlayStation 5 Pro?
Well, I think I don't think there's an actual market for this console though, because £700 is assuming you don't go for the optional disc drive in the stand, and you just go and base PS5 Pro. You like you say, you couldn't build a PC better than this. However,
no, absolutely not.
If you've already got a PS5, I don't really see the benefit in upgrading to this. If you haven't got a PS5 and you're saving up for one, save up a little bit more and get this one.
Also, we are probably over halfway through, if not towards the end of the PlayStation 5 life cycle.
About 4 years, isn't it? It's been out 2020. Yeah, it's 4 years.
I want to say, yeah.
It's
probably
COVID.
feels a bit longer, but it means that I'd be expecting some rumblings about the PS6 by now. Like this just seems like this is just your iPhone 15 Pro that comes out to like extend the model's life cycle for a bit longer. But this isn't an alternative. This is this isn't a replacement. It's an alternative.
Yeah.
If you've got an Xbox and you go, fucking hell, that actually sounds really good, I would spend £700 to make everything look shit hot. But if you've got a PlayStation 5, you go, fucking hell, I'm not upgrading. Like, to just get, slightly better resolutions, a slightly clearer ray tracing or whatever on these games, well, it probably wouldn't be worth it. Unless you could trade your PlayStation 5 in, pay an extra £200 for the difference, and then get a Pro. But also, at the same time, the more capable it is, and it is more capable by a long stretch.
Yeah.
But that means that the more the developers are saying, okay, well, we can cater a lot more to this, make everything look even better, all the clarity is better, the game sizes are going to explode, which means that 2 terabyte is going to be gone almost immediately.
Oh, just circling back to the machine learning for upscaling, like, I think that's really good. Like, I think that should be on all consoles going forward. However, the way it was phrased, it was the developers have got the option to include that, so it's extra work for the developers to like utilize that function. So if they don't, it ain't going to do it. So
unless it's an automatic thing, like when it's trying to, like what are those TVs that like try and
most do, like iTV does. iTV does that, but
yeah, it like upscales, doesn't it? Yeah,
but like the Nvidia one, you turn it on, like it's genuinely really impressive. Obviously, you can only do it with RTX cards, but it works really well. But the benefit to the Nvidia one is it doesn't just work on games; you can do it on movies and stuff as well.
Yeah.
So you could watch an old movie that doesn't look as good anymore, use their upscaling technology, and it looks crisper and the colours look better. And
if anything, it
cool.
means that the sort of the not great streaming that you get from something like Netflix,
exactly,
it would look better. Like, because something that's streaming on Amazon, something you're streaming on Disney, they look great for the most part. But Netflix, it depends on, like, anything that's just come out looks great. Beyond that, they look a bit poo.
Yeah, especially like when you're looking at it on like a 4K monitor or 4K TV.
Yeah, it
or
does
something.
not do it justice. No.
I do think a lot of Netflix people think everyone watches it on their phone, and it doesn't really matter too much because it's on a smaller screen and everything looks a little bit better. But it's probably not the case. But it's just how it seems sometimes. But
yeah,
if you've already got a PS5 and you've got the disc version, and then you go out and get this one, you've got to spend another £100 on the disc drive add-on. Otherwise, you can't play any of your games.
All your games are useless.
Yeah. And then I didn't know this disc drive add-on existed, Dan. I was like, oh, can I just get a disc drive for mine then? Because I got the digital one. And it says, PlayStation 5 disc drive for digital PlayStation 5. And I was like, fucking excellent. Then you click into it, it's like, slim version. Like, what? So I can't use it on mine.
Oh, so you have the PS5 Slim?
Yeah, it only works on the PS5 Slim.
Why? Oh, I don't care. I don't care. That's ridiculous.
But it's when you break it down, like a lot of people are going, yeah, if you look at inflation and everything else, when the PS3 came out, marking up for inflation, that was £970. No, but it wasn't then. It was seven.
No, of course it wasn't.
It was £600.
Because no one would fucking buy it.
And by the same token, I can go, all right, I can get a second-hand PS5 for 250 quid. Now it's £500 more than it was. A stupid way of looking at it. It's expensive, but it's not.
It's very expensive.
It's for a very small niche market. And I think PlayStation know that. I don't think they're going to go, these are going to fly off the shelves.
Yeah, this is the replacement for the PS5 that everybody wants.
It's the same as when they did the PS4 Pro. It looked like a fucking Oreo. And I hated it because it's like the 3-layered stack. Like they just put like an extra layer on top of the PS4, like a 32X.
Yeah.
Looked awful. But again, the performance was negligible.
I would have preferred if it slotted in though, like a 32X.
People can say whatever they want. I think the idea of like kind of loading it like a cartridge in a gun was pretty cool. We just like pull it out, put another one, and just cool, big beefy
and then
thing.
it would instantly fill with dust and then become completely unplayable. Also, it added literally no benefit.
No, I mean it did improve some of the games, but then
only the ones made for it, Callum.
But Nintendo
upscale shit.
But Nintendo did the same thing with Star Fox, and the chip was inside the cartridge. So it's like, why have I got this big stupid 32X thing then if you could just do it inside the cartridge?
No, the 32X was the Genesis.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you put the 32X in the Sega Mega Drive or Genesis if you're in America.
Yeah.
And then you put the game inside of that. And it gave you like another 16-bit, so it bumped it up to 32-bit.
My arse it did, yeah, sure.
But Nintendo made Star Fox, and then they had the 3DFX chip inside the cartridge, which allowed it to be played in three dimensions.
Oh, I see. Yeah, why not just amend your cartridge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems a way easier way of doing it. It's way cheaper. And then go, here's 32X, and then 2 weeks later, here's the Sega Saturn. It's like, what dickheads. But the other thing that concerned me, no new games were shown, and all of the games that they did show were like, here's The Last of Us again. Here's God of War again. There was nothing new, and mainly because most people were watching on YouTube, the side-by-sides, they looked exactly... It was the thingy of the meme of Pam from The Office. It's like, these two pictures are identical. Pictures. Yeah. You couldn't tell. There probably is a massive difference, but through compression and stuff on YouTube,
like I've seen quite a few of these sort of things where it's just sort of like, oh, this is the PS5 Pro, this is it on PC, and all the comments are just sort of like, which one are you saying's better?
Yeah, they look the same.
They either look the same, or one looks better for one reason and one looks better for another reason. Like you can't convince me that. I mean, again, it looks great. It is a great piece of hardware. If that was the PS6, I'd be like, fucking hell, bloody well done. Like that's gonna set the benchmark real high. Like Xbox won't be able to compete with that for a while. Nintendo sure as shit won't. But for this to just be the next bit along in the fives generation, it's very good. But I can't see there's people going, yeah, I'm going to sell this unless they got the money to spare. In which case, fill your boots, have 3.
Don't get me wrong. But if I had just 700 quid knocking around, I'd go and pick one up tomorrow. Well, it's not out yet, but
I'd tell you off if you did that.
No, but
why have you done that, you idiot?
Just purely for like review purposes, like. But
what, and then sell it?
No, I'd go sell mine, but I'd keep this thing.
Take it to the charity shop, see how long it takes before someone clocks it.
But they're the kind of people that are going to buy it. It's your influencers and fucking social media stuff. I was watching Kind of Funny, their take on it yesterday, and there's only like 2 of them that are going to buy it, and the others are like, I don't need it. And their literal job is playing games. And one of them is he's the head of the PlayStation podcast and everything, and he's not even thinking of game. But it is that, like I say, if you've been saving up for a PS5 and then you've heard the rumors of the Pro, I'll hold off for a bit.
Hold off, get that. 100%. Yeah.
But if you've already got one, digital or disc, doesn't matter. I don't see the need to do it. Even more so if you got the disc drive PS5, because so you're gonna have to buy that add-on, otherwise you can't play any of your games.
Yeah. It'd be the equivalent of you go out and you buy a 4070, and then once the 4080 is announced, you go and upgrade to the 4080. It's like your difference is not going to be enough for you to really notice. No. It's not worth the price.
It's also the goal that the stand doesn't include. It was with all of the other PS5, like the PS5, the digital PS5, and the slim PS5, all came with a stand.
So you just have to lie it down?
Yeah, you'd have to lie this one down or buy the vertical stand. But the fact that it's £700 and it doesn't include the stand is fucking shocking. But it's the equivalent of when Apple went, you don't need a charger. You've got a charger. Just use your old one. We're not the phone's not going to be any cheaper though.
Yeah.
So you bastards. But yeah, so that's a thing that's we'll see more on it, and maybe people will change their mind on it. I still think in terms of technology and value for money, it's very good. But I think it's an unnecessary spend. But that's just me. Anyway, Dan, off to the big news. Venom, The Last Dance. We've had another trailer. And I will say, prior to this trailer, I was really not looking forward to this film. And then I watched this trailer yesterday, and that's just cemented that. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it even fucking less. I also get the feeling that this might not be the actual last one.
Maybe with Tom Hardy. Maybe he's just sort of like, I'm out.
That's what I'm thinking. But it looks like we're getting Null as the big bad, which is fucking Callum, disgusting.
I don't care.
We've got to talk about it. We
don't. I've watched it. I'm not interested. I'm not going to go and see it. If it's...
We have to watch it.
I'll tell you what. No, I'll stream it illegally. That's what I'm going to do.
No.
Because fuck paying Sony anything for this.
I know he's got his fan base for some fucking... Well, Tom Hardy's the reason, but...
Exactly.
It's... The fact that, like, this was the last one, and I was fine going into it and going, whatever, this could be the last one. But then they put Null in it, and he's going to be a throwaway villain. And, like Null he's bigger than an Avenger-level threat. Like, he makes Thanos look like the fucking Riddler. Like, he's... In I forgot the actual storyline, but it's one of Venom comics. But it literally, all of the Avengers, the X-Men, Fantastic Four, Guardians of the Galaxy, Silver Surfer, Venom, loads of others. It takes all of them, and they still fucking lose. And then it's only because Venom gets gifted like cosmic powers that he manages to beat him. But it's just going to be Tom Hardy Venom, and he's going to beat him.
With his fists.
Yeah, it's like... This is what... Like, Null should be... He should have been... I know they couldn't do it, but he could have been the new Thanos for the next however many fucking Marvel films. And it's like Sony's gone, well, we're going to have to use him before fucking Disney use him. Because that's what the contract is. We've used him, they can't use him. And it just seems like it's going to be a fucking mess. But I've seen a few rumours of who might be playing him, and it's quite interesting. Norman Reedus. Because we only see like a side profile, and you can't really see his face at all. Yeah. Norman Reedus is a big rumour. And I can't remember his name, but Lizard from Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh, Reese Fans. Yeah,
yes.
I'm pretty sure I saw him in the trailer as well. Reese Fans. He was like all bearded and stuff. So I assume that he's in it as Kirk Connors.
Which is even worse.
Well, because you've already had, Keaton.
Yeah, Vulture.
He's already been in, was it Venom 2, wasn't he?
No, he was in Morbius.
Oh, fucking hell, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that's a good point then. Are they linked? I don't know.
I mean, technically, like, because Sony did the bar thing for the multiverse, and then Disney retconned that in the next film. And then Morbius had Keaton show up, so that linked him to Tom Holland's Spider-Man. But then if this Venom has the Amazing Spider-Man's Lizard, that links it to that one.
Yeah, that's not really... You don't want to try and revive another dead franchise to
But
try and crutch.
This is the Fox universe all over again.
Exactly, because then if there's a Spider-Man show, you go, oh no, wait, and then it's Andrew Garfield. Like, wait, what?
But that makes more sense because it's Sony property.
But that's what I mean. Why would they go, okay, well, we had to cancel the Amazing Spider-Man 3 because the second one was received so poorly, and we just can't seem to do these properly. But, he got a great little go in No Way Home. So, fuck it, we'll just throw $1 million at him for every minute that he's in it. And now we can have a Spider-Man not connected to the last MCU.
One. It just seems like it's going to be a shit show. It really fucking does.
Mate, the second one was painful.
I see. The first, I don't like any of them. First one's the best one, though.
Yeah.
Second one's fucking dog shit. Like, real bad. I really didn't like the second one.
Yeah, I agree.
I actually think I enjoyed Madam Web more than Venom 2.
No, that's nonsense.
I definitely didn't. But, we still got Craven to go as well.
Oh, shut up.
I think Craven will be better than Venom 2, though.
Well, Venom 2's got 57% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Fuck off!
I'm assuming that is audience rather than critic.
That's Tom Hardy.
It's the other way around. It's critic is 57, audience is 84.
Oh,
84.
Fuck off.
Idiots.
Jesus fucking Christ. They're not good films. I know we don't like them, but they're not good films.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like fucking... There's loads of films I don't like, but it doesn't mean they're bad films. I just don't like them. But Venom's just a bad fucking poorly made film. God, I really don't want to watch it. We've also got Minecraft, Dan. We had
fucking
the trailer
Andy
for
Serkis
Minecraft.
directed that. Come on, Andy Serkis.
Oh yeah, he directed Venom too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Stick to your mocap, mate.
That was his directorial debut as well.
Well, hopefully it's his last one as well.
It's not always the way it goes. Like a lot of people would gave a lot of praise, like rightfully so, but gave a lot of praise to Tim Miller for when he directed Deadpool. And so obviously he's a stuntman, so he knows how to play the cameras for the movie and get a good feel for the action and everything else. And he did do a very good job directing Deadpool, but he's also the head of Blue Studios, so he did a lot of directing anyway. So it wasn't like it was the first thing he did.
That wasn't his directorial debut.
Was it not? What was? I thought Deadpool was his first film.
Something called Breathe.
Let's have a look, because up to now, yeah, he made his directing debut with Deadpool. That's on IMDb.
Andy Serkis.
No, I'm on about. Oh, I thought that was his first one.
No, something called Breathe. He was the director of Breathe.
Oh.
So with Andrew Garfield. Do
you know Tim Miller also produced Terminator Dark Fate?
Yes, I did, because that's why Dark Fate is not terrible. I'd like to think that because he had a bit of a hand in it.
It's not great though, is it?
No, but it's better than Genesis. It's better than
3.
Salvation. It's better than 3, Rise of the Machines. So, of a franchise of like 6 or 7 films, if you're the third best and the first 2 are fucking incredible,
yeah,
take it.
That's quite good. Yeah, I'll agree to that. That's pretty good. But yeah, we've got Minecraft, Dan. We had the trailer last week.
Oh God!
And for some reason,
fucking hell, Callum, it looks terrible.
It looks like it's a joke trailer.
Yeah, I thought it was like it's like everyone's clearly in a green screen, like on a green screen.
It looks
and then
very
Jack
bad.
Black shows up, and it's just Jack Black. And I love Jack Black, but what the fuck?
It's just Jack Black in a blue t-shirt.
Of course it is. And you're saying that you're still. Why is everything Minecrafty people and sheep and wolves and whatever? And then he's just like, it's just Jack Black. Why isn't the whole thing animated? If the whole thing looked like that, everything was blocks and pigs and whatever,
yeah.
I could probably get past it.
So
it's just that, why have you got an entirely CG world and then you stick 4 random people in it? It's going to age so badly, quickly.
Thing is, it already has. It already looks bad.
I am reasonably hopeful that it's just because this is like they haven't finished editing and rendering everything, and like the finished trailer will be a bit more polished. Sorry, the finished film will actually be a bit more polished.
I don't think it will.
If it's not, it will look and feel terrible. And I know what everyone's going to say. It's for kids though. Kids won't give a shit, and I agree, and that's fine. But why have you put Jack Black in it then?
The thing is though, that's fine, and I do agree. It's a kids' film, and that's obviously what they've done. They've just gone, let's fucking make it. Do whatever. I don't care as long as it's entertaining for kids and there's funny faces and lots of shouting and
stuff.
Yeah. But kids never played Minecraft when it first came out.
Yeah.
It was primarily a fucking nerd thing, and then we got really popular. And now loads of kids play it and stuff. And there's loads of adults that are going to want to see it. Not because of how good it looks, but you go, oh, there's a Minecraft film coming out. And you go, oh, cool. Like, I watched the Minecraft thingy on Netflix. That wasn't too bad with Patton Oswalt.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
It was also
animated.
animated.
That's what the film should have been.
Yeah, 100%.
Either like the photorealistic Minecraft thing, which looks like an AI thing anyway, or you do it just animated in Minecraft.
Yeah. Just have it so it's Jack Black playing it. That's the whole film.
But again, from like a Lego movie, like they set that precedent really well.
Yeah.
That the reason that that world exists because it's this huge city and it's in a kid's imagination, and it's all of his things in his own real life that's all sort of filtering through into his playing.
Yeah.
With the Lego thing, that makes sense. I love that, and it's a funny movie. It's really good. But this, it looks like they've just gone, what's next on the big wheel spin, turning a game into a film? Minecraft. How are we going to do that? I know. Who's popular? Jack Black? Yeah.
Get Jack in. Get Jason Momoa. Some kids we've never seen.
Jason Momoa. What? Fucking hell. God, it just... Why? I really hope, Callum, I'm whinging about this, and it comes out, and I'm just like, actually, I'll fucking take it all back. That's hilarious, and it's great.
It's
and I
not going to be.
But I can't see it being. I just can't.
Like, I know we were both very skeptical about the Super Mario Brothers film.
Yeah.
Because it was made by Illumination.
I'm still not.
I like it. It's fine. It's fun.
I think you enjoyed it more than me, but there's a lot of Minions-y sort of stuff in there that
not as much as there could have been.
True with me.
Not as much as there could have been. It's a very Illumination light movie.
Very good.
But that's not what I meant, but I'm going to pretend that it was. But it's fine. It's a fun film. It's animated the way it should have been from the fucking get. Like, it should never have been.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, it looks real pretty. And when anyone sat there and they're in the boardroom and they're like, "How are we going to make this Minecraft film?" And they go live action. They go, "Yes, that's perfect." And like. That's fucking stupid. It should be animated. There should never be a question. The only question should be, what style of animation do we do? And I don't think it should be like as blocky as Minecraft. And you do it, it's similar to the Netflix show, where it's very clearly animated. But not live action. Unless you're going to go the opposite end of the spectrum and Jason Momoa's Steve and he's just dead fucking ripped and everything else.
But then everything just needs to be. It can't be like a CG llama. It needs to be a photorealistic llama, but it's a block. Make it look so odd that it kind of works within it's stylized, but it just works with everything else that's kind of going on in the world. But they've just gone. It's a Minecraft-y sort of CG world, and then we just put real people in it.
But it doesn't look good.
It just doesn't feel like anyone's in that world, and it'll just throw me out the second I watch it. I know it will.
I think it looks awful. I genuinely do think it looks awful, and I know I'll end up going to the cinema to see it with Logan, but I will say, when I showed him the trailer, he wasn't that fussed.
Good. He's learning. There's my boy.
And I've got a feeling that he even though he didn't say it, but in his head, he was like, this looks not good. And I've had to go and see Despicable Me, Dad.
Well, then you can get your own back and you have to take him. Like, if I've got to watch it, you've got to fucking watch it.
Yeah, we're all going to watch it. You're coming with, Dan.
Nah.
But no, it does not look good. But I am going to ask you, Dan, how is Terminator Zero? Because I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, Callum, that's just reminded me. I haven't finished it yet, but
I
I've
haven't
got.
started it.
I think it's about 9 episodes. I think I watched 6. Callum is fucking banging.
It looks very good.
The whole thing is. I thought it would just be sort of stylized, but English. It's not. It's an entirely Japanese, like subtitled proper anime, and it's violent, but not hyper violent. It's not like everyone's just getting exploded or whatever. It feels very much like if they just did, how about we did a Terminator thing, but it's based in Japan instead of it just being in America. It feels like it still sort of rings true. Obviously, the sort of the characters involved are all very different. There's like families involved and stuff like that. But like the Terminator is just an unstoppable monster that's just chasing them down, and like the person from the future, the Michael Biehn, Kyle Reese. It's this super cool fighter from the future. Honestly, there's not a thing about it that bugs me.
Because I didn't know until yesterday when I just happened to see it that Timothy Olyphant is the Terminator.
But he doesn't say anything.
I'm assuming he says something later on.
Maybe, but if he does, it'd be in Japanese.
No, but if you'd watch it and go, that sounds like Timothy Olyphant. But
I don't know what Timothy Olyphant sounds like in a Japanese
That's what I'm saying.
Unless
You wouldn't know.
Unless he did the dub.
Oh, yeah, I bet there is a dub for it, isn't there?
Probably.
Yeah.
But if he does say anything, I mean, it almost, no spoilers here, but I mean, it's literally in the pictures, but he gets pretty blown apart, like quite early on. Like, he's constantly just sort of like in like damaged tissue and stuff like that. Like he can't be an infiltrator. He's very quickly damaged.
Yeah.
And like you can see he's a robot pretty much the whole way through. But he's like, it is like the Arnie Terminator. He doesn't say anything, and he's relentless. He's just following them through. He's not sprinting around and zipping around and turning into whatever. It's just a big clunking machine with a giant gun just chasing everybody down.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. Genuinely brilliant. It is probably the best Terminator thing that's been done in a while.
I keep meaning to watch it, but it's full because it's been decorating and stuff. I haven't really watched anything, to be honest. So hopefully I get to sit and watch some of it this weekend. But I've been playing some Star Wars Outlaws, Dan.
Well, Callum, so have I.
Yes, you have. I really like it.
I'm really enjoying it.
It's very, very good. There's a lot of very poor. I'm just looking at Metacritic now, and it's still. I'm not happy with these reviews. I'll be honest.
Well, any review and any opinion, it's always going to be subjective, isn't it? Like any game it's someone's favourite game, it's someone's absolute worst game ever. I don't think it's poorly made. I've had a couple of bugs that we talked about previously offline, where it's just sort of like glitched me through a wall or whatever. But it's not been anything game breaking. I haven't had a huge corrupted file thing. Most of it's worked pretty much perfectly. I wish I realised that it needed to be purely installed on an SSD before I installed it the first time. Because, Callum, my internet is now over a gig per second, which means that I can uninstall and reinstall shit pretty much whenever I want to. Not at the time I bought that, though, which means that was on all night to install. And then it turns out it was on the wrong drive, which means it came up, like it literally came up on the screen and said, you need to install this on an SSD. Like, that's how you should be playing this, because it was taking forever to load. But it looks great for the most part. There's like a weird sort of like fuzz filter that's on it, which really kind of threw me the first time. But I've adapted to it, and I really kind of don't mind it. One thing I don't know if you've noticed the same thing. I don't know if it's a PC thing. I don't know if it's my headphones thing, but like, the score, it just seems like it's been played through someone's mobile.
I don't think I've had any sound issues, I'll be honest. I haven't noticed any anyway.
Like, I mean, like when you shoot and you're speeding, like everything sounds great, but like the music, it just sounds distant. It just doesn't sound like it's, I don't know, it's really hard to describe because I can't sort of put to words the way it makes me think.
Yeah.
Like, because like typically like a game, it's kind of like it's booming, and it just seems like it's just I'm listening to it through someone else's window. It just feels distant.
Are you listening to it through someone's window?
No, I promise you. And that's the thing I don't get. Like, that's a bit sort of jarring, but that doesn't really bother me. It's mainly just sort of like the menu music and stuff like that. But like most of the music's kind of great. The ship combat stuff, it's a bit basic compared to something like Rogue Squadron, which again I was hoping that they sort of like adapt a lot of these elements and sort of work them together.
He's squashing 2 games together there, though, isn't he?
I know, but it's like the space combat stuff works quite well. I would like a. Oh, this is interesting, Callum. This is something again we were talking about when we were talking about Outlaws. I was just like, there's modules that you can get that you can install in the gun to make it do different things in the same way that you can in Jedi Survivor. And I was just like, why do I have to go into the loadout option to change the module that I'm using in my gun? That's stupid, isn't it? Yeah. What did we suggest that you could just do instead?
You hold Y and then select. You can do that.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Because I purposely haven't installed the rapid fire mod and stuff because I was like, I'm not pissed about it every time I need to change a thing. But I installed a power shot. It's a standard sort of thing. You need it for like certain whatever. And you just hold Y and it just selects the power shot mode. And I was like,
fuck's sake.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad we're on the same page then.
I think they were listening to our conversation yesterday.
Oh, maybe they were, yeah. But I do need to check and see if if I install the next the multi-shot rapid fire, is that something you could sort of switch on the fly as well? So you can't change it in the loadout, but can you just check? If that's the case, then I take it back completely, and I don't mind the sort of the pistol combat. But my biggest gripe is literally what we were talking about the other day, and it shouldn't be called Star Wars Outlaw.
Yeah.
Or Outlaws, should I say. It should just be called Star Wars Smuggler. Survivor. Or Star Wars Smuggler.
We said
Star
we can't
Wars
use
Street
Survivor.
Rat. Yeah, because of Jedi Survivor, sure.
Street Rat's a way better, a more apt title.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Because you're not a criminal. Not really. You're nicking stuff from syndicates, like criminal syndicates and stuff, and you're cheating at cards or whatever, but usually against the criminal syndicates. But can you just hold up someone in the street? No.
You're a lovable rogue.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's not an outlaw, really, is it? At your wanted level, oh my god, I'm wanted. It's by the Empire.
Yeah.
Name me a Star Wars game where you're not wanted by the Empire. That's all of them. That's the point, isn't it?
Even some of the Empire are wanted by the Empire. No, it's not. I 100% agree. I know what they're going with because you're on the run and stuff, but
from other criminals.
But yeah, you're not doing anything bad to just normal pedestrians and by bystanders and stuff. Every bad thing you do is to a bad person. So,
Red Dead 2, right, is a good example. If you play the story as a decent person, you are stealing from sort of the rich, the over wealthy, mainly they're just a bunch of wankers, or other criminals and things like that. And the police obviously try and intervene, you end up having to kill them, but most of the time you just sort of you are an outlaw. That is what I would call an outlaw.
Or Cad Bane.
Yeah, exactly. But you're kind of doing the right thing to some degree. There's some element of morality there. But you can play it completely opposite, and you can just shoot people in the street if you want to.
Yeah.
Just walk up and just shoot someone's dog in the face. That's what you can do because that's what it allows you to do. But there's a lot of this where you just sort of you're in a market. Can you pull your gun? No. Can you just
people?
Well, you can, but only the criminals.
That's what I'm saying. You can't. There's a woman selling stuff. You can't go and rob her. But there's a Imperial guard.
Yeah, it's like a mini game where you've got to distract someone from. You talk about some nonsense in a shop, whilst Nix runs around and steals half their stock because you need some back to top up your things or whatever. It's things like that where I'm just sort of if you want to say that I'm playing a criminal, then make me a criminal, not just someone who just happens to be on the run for being a thief.
Yeah.
Who's stealing from the biggest crime lord.
Now I've said it though, I want a Star Wars Red Dead playing as Cad Bane.
But maybe it's because it's sort of it's a Disney image thing where it's just you can't just be a wanker. It's just shooting random people and nicking their shit.
But don't call it Outlaws then.
I know, but that's the only thing, because I thought it would be more. You can choose, I mean, it's mainly just sort of like, do you want to fuck over this syndicate or this syndicate, rather than do you want to sell your mates out to make some credits or whatever.
But that's no different to Boba Fett in the Book of Boba Fett.
Exactly, he's a criminal only because they've decided that he is, rather than anything he actually does. And this is the same. Like you're blowing up outposts and stuff, but it's a criminal outpost. It's an imperial outpost. Yeah. You can't go into a homestead. Like, well, I've seen that quite a few times. It's just sort of like you get like a distress call, and it's like, oh my god, we're under attack from bandits. Yeah. And you get there, and there's like some of the homesteaders, and they're defending themselves. You can't join the bandits though. You just go, well, fuck it, I'll shoot you and steal your house.
It's not. If we was doing this review, that the title of the game wouldn't drop it from like a 10 to an 8. But
no, it's not because of the title.
Yeah.
It's just that if that's how you want to label it as being a criminal, then you're not doing enough criminal stuff. You're stealing from the again. Call it Star Wars Rogues. I'd be totally cool with that, and I genuinely wouldn't have even mentioned it because you are a rogue, absolutely.
It's I say I do like it. I've got gripes with it, and it's mainly down to like the stealth and the.
It's a bit heavy on the stealth.
I'm fine with stealth. Like again, like I love Metal Gear and everything, but it's the fact that certain situations more than I like. It's as soon as you get caught, that's it. Back to the checkpoint or back to the start. Like no, I've been caught. Just penalise me. But not by sending me back to that. Let me just shoot my way out. Like every other fucking stealth game. Including Assassin's Creed, Ubisoft, who made this. It's not perfect. And if you said you can play this or you can play Jedi Survivor, I'll play Jedi Survivor. It's a much better Star Wars game. But this has got...
If it's an open world RPG, if you said, do you want to play this or do you want to play Knights of the Old Republic?
Knights of the Republic.
Exactly.
Yeah. We need some more information on that, Dan. It's not going to happen, is it?
Don't know. If we haven't heard anything by now, it ain't happening. Don't worry about it.
It's going to be a launch game for PS5 Pro.
Fucking hell.
700 quid, thank you.
It's fine. I'll just wait for you to buy one and then I'll come down and play it.
Yeah. But no, it's got a lot of negative press, and I don't agree with most of them. We haven't had any. We was briefly mentioned this yesterday when we were chatting. Like, I haven't really had any glitch. I've had like a glitch where I went for a rock, and then one where the camera angle was just like forced in like a top-down view.
Yeah,
but nothing major. I say I've seen a lot of like funny gifs and stuff that people have put up that they've made, where they've had some bad ones. But a lot of them was also before the actual launch day. They got to play it early, so joke's on you, suckers.
Yeah, you paid for that.
But I'm really enjoying it. I like Kay as a protagonist. I like. Oh shit! I forgot his name already.
What? Nyx.
I think he's cute.
I like the fact. Do you know what I really enjoy is the fact that you've got a new main character, and they've got a little companion, and it's not a fucking droid.
I mean, the droid might be handy, but...
I disagree. He can just scurry through little vents and stuff like, hey, just go and open that door for me. Yeah, sure. And just runs off and opens the door. Brilliant.
I like the droid in Battlefront 2, single player campaign.
I don't remember a droid in that.
He got the little, what's it droid? I can't remember what actual model it is. Little black one.
No, I don't remember.
Yeah.
I assume there probably is, you're right.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
Just sort of, like,
you control it for certain portions of the game.
Oh, yeah, a little probe droid thing that's sort of on a backpack. Yeah, of course.
BD-1, the best droid in Star Wars.
It is. But that's what I mean. Everyone always has a little droid companion. And now they've just gone, let's just have a little alien that can like run over and pick up a gun and bring it back so you can shoot people.
A more competent Grogu.
Well, if you could use the Force, mate, then I'd agree with you. If you can't, then there's no benefit.
I think it's cuter than Grogu. Looks like an axolotl.
Yeah, it does. I assume that's what he's based on. To be fair, but I do like the there's like little like his all of the pretty much all of the like costume, not costume, but like outfit changes and stuff for him. That most of them have an actual purpose. So like, you know, these boots will help you survive falls better. These ones will protect you from explosions more or whatever. And like the playing Sabak, I'm really getting into that. I really like playing Sabak.
Is this the first game we've had where you can play Sabak?
I don't know, you know. I was thinking about it because it's obviously been talked about in Star Wars forever. But I don't know if those are the rules to it, if that's always how it's just existed. I really don't know.
I couldn't say on that. But I was trying to think, I was like, it's not in... I don't remember ever doing it in Cotter.
No, I'll tell you what there is that reminded me very much of Knights of the Old Republic, though. It's like the arcade machine that you use.
Yeah.
You're on like it's like a F-Zero kind of track. And like you got to hit the boost to like, and then you switch the lanes and hit the boost and hit the boost and hit the boost. That's exactly like the speed racing thing that you do in Knights of the Old Republic. Where you're controlling your racer and you've got to hit the boost, every boost, in order to beat the records for the track.
Can you imagine a new Cotter, but the map's kind of like this? The
map is pretty big.
Yeah,
it's just fairly empty.
It's very empty.
I was like, we're on. Whatever the fuck planet is that you start off on.
Oh, the start of this one.
Yeah.
I can't remember now.
No, I can't remember. But I've now gone to Tatooine. I know I'm a bit further ahead than you.
Yeah.
But it is just a giant desert. Which, again, when you've got some speeder upgrades and stuff and you can zip around, it's brilliant. But, good lord, they're fucking boring. You are just pointing in a direction and going for like 2.5 kilometers until you hit something. That
was my biggest problem with the first Red Dead, though. Well, the first, not Red Dead Revolver, Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
It's especially when you're coming from GTA 4, and then it's just fuck all, and you're just plodding around on your horse. Like it's just there's nothing, there's no real wildlife. You got no music because you don't have a car, and it was just boring. They did kind of fix that in Red Dead 2. And I know it's more realistic, but this is a similar thing where it's like you're just speeding along, and there's just vast amount of fuck all. And
what I'd say is that
animal. But...
what I intend to do is basically everything that looks like a settlement on the map. I'm going to go straight there, unlock the fast travel point.
Yeah.
Because then when it's like, oh, you've got to go back to the city, I'm like, no, I'm not. Fast travel.
To be fair, I'd done quite a bit before I realised there was a fast travel.
No, it's one of the first things I look for. As soon as I was sort of like running around, like just sort of following the road, I was like, road? There's no vehicles. Nothing has wheels. Why are there roads?
That's a good point, actually. Yeah.
Everything hovers.
Yeah. Even like when you got on the water, like I expected it to be like I landed on the water. It's like, oh, I'm gonna fucking drown, like sink. But it went across, and I was like, so it should. Well, fucking done.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
But yeah, I suppose you could say that's the system, so you know where you should be driving your speeder, like, as a citizen.
Sure, but then, give me like a little heads-up display that just sort of like points me in the right direction rather than a physical road on the floor.
I'll tell you what is good, though. I don't know if you've done it, but if you see any Imperials driving around on their speeders, if you shoot the front of it, they fly off. Like they literally just go poof, and like because the front explodes, and then they go fly, and they go ah, and their arms are shaking.
Oh no way!
Yeah, it's quite good.
I haven't seen that.
I killed some guards, and one of them had like a sniper, which again you need to hold that down. Just press it.
Yeah, but that's consistent though, because like I'm pretty sure the sniper rifles in like Battlefront, they're not pull the trigger to shoot. You charge it and then release. Remember. I'm pretty sure that's how they worked in that as well, because it was not just you could just sit there and snipe. It is a bit more technical. I tell you what, I got a couple of massively long shots, literally to the point where I don't think the game realised what was going on. No, I'm not even exaggerating, because usually, someone hits the deck, people investigate and they call backup and blah blah blah. And I was on the top of this cliff, and there was like one of those like turbo turrets, like the turbo laser turrets, like the big.
Oh yeah.
And there was like a couple of guards that stood around there, and I charged at the sniper rifle full, shot them. And like there was two guards that stood next to each other. Hit one of them, it killed him immediately because obviously it's a powerful laser bolt. and his mate did nothing. And I think it's because the game didn't think anything needs to be happening over here at the same time. And I killed everyone at that station, all walking around just sort of doing their loops. And none of them picked up on the other ones because I think it's so far away.
Yeah, I literally, I only had like 3 shots with it, but I think I missed the first one. And then he was like,
oh, it like gets dead shaky. Like the further away you are, the harder it is to hit them. I was lucky, but there was like an Imperial officer, then there was 2 stormtroopers in front of it, and I managed to hit every one of them. Maybe it's 4 shots actually. Either way, I killed everyone there, but yeah, they were all tripping over each other, and no one was alerted or anything. It was great.
They've had a couple of times where, like, I mentioned one yesterday, but like I've been hid behind something, and then troopers walked by, and then I've like choked him out, and then the other one saw the body and come over, and I've choked him out, and then the other one's come, and then I've choked him out. It's like,
they might want to tweak the AI a little bit.
I mean,
because if someone just comes around the corner and sees 3 dead bodies on the floor and choked out bodies,
yeah,
they should be calling for backup immediately. They should be going, huh? What's going on over here?
I saw a clip. I think it was the day after I got it, and someone put it on like Instagram or something like this. This is how stupid the AI in Outlaws is. And then Kay's like stood in front of the stormtrooper, and they're shooting, and like there's lots of shooting going back and forth, but they're not shooting Kay. And then loads of comments were like, "Fucking hell! Like, can't believe like how shit it is." I was like, "No, but they're not after. They're shooting at fucking bandits and stuff. She hasn't done anything yet.
Yeah.
If she shoots one, they'll shoot at her. Like, it's not bad AI in that instance."
Yeah, that means that they would have to know that you're a threat or a problem or whatever.
Yeah, if you're just walking past.
No, I agree. Yeah.
But yeah, I like it. It's getting a lot of negatives, and some rightfully so. If you are having a lot of issues on, I know a lot of people are having a lot of crashes on PC, where it's just going straight to desktop. But there was an update Monday or Tuesday, so I don't know if that's fixed it. And you I don't think you've had any crashes, have you?
No.
So I'm playing it on Xbox Series X, and I've had no crashes. And as far as I'm aware, it's running fine on PlayStation. So I think some people might just have shit PCs done.
I imagine it's not incredibly well optimized.
It's an Ubisoft game. It's not optimized at all.
No, I'd say give it another month or 2 and it should be working fine for everybody.
So I'm really enjoying it. The story is fun. The environments are fun. I would change some things if I had the ability to. But I think that's true of any game. This is like a solid 7, 8 for me.
Well, I'll tell you what. This is what I was just thinking about. I think it sums it up. There's like people with like proper land speeders, people with normal speeders, like speeder bikes.
Yeah.
And you can you can shoot people off the speeders, and you can find like speeder bike parks and stuff like that. But you cannot steal any of the other speeders. Do you know why? Because that'd be a criminal act.
Because you're not an outlaw.
Criminal. Because why else would you just shoot the driver, nick their thing, and then fuck off?
Yeah. Even if it's similar to like how the weapons are, so you pick a weapon up and it only lasts for so many blasts.
Yeah, it's got a certain amount of fuel or boost or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, the Imperial ones got lasers on them. The civilian ones you can blend in. The land speeders have far more armor. Do you know what I mean? Like something like that would make a bit more sense.
That's my other gripe.
But yours is like the most consistent.
Yeah, like it's there and you can call it and everything else. But if you haven't got time to wait for it to show up, and there's
you're in the middle of a bitch battle. A bunch of them show up and you can just jump on someone else's and zip off.
Yeah. But that's my other gripe. You can't shoot while you're on your speeder unless you do your stupid Deadeye thing.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, just press like obviously whatever the buttons are on PC. And then you can mark them off. But you can't just go bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, but then that's you should have. I don't know if it's like an update where you like an upgrade. Sorry, where you can you have like an auto turret or a bomb or something like that you could drop at like a mine. I don't know.
If you had a droid, you could do that, Dan.
Well, that's true. Or you should be able to call in like airstrike.
Airstrike.
Like you throw down like
a Star.
No, from your fucking ship.
It's just fucking fly half the time.
Well, But no, when it's working, you just, you can go, oh god, I'm getting absolutely battered here, call it in a strike, and it just zips over and like fires some missiles and blows up some of the area.
I don't think I trust him.
Who?
I forgot his name. It was Wacko or something.
Oh, the mechanic.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's fine.
I don't know. I've got a feeling. Yeah, you know, like how we had with what's his face in spoilers for Jedi Survivor. With what was his name? You know what I mean, though.
Yeah, Poe Dameron, basically.
Yeah, the bounty hunter Dameron. I've got similar vibes.
Yeah.
So I've got a feeling he's gonna fuck us over somewhere. Might not. Might just be me, and I'm just, because I've been
Rodian racist.
Brody, that was it. Because I was burned by Brody.
No, Rodian.
Oh, Rodian. Sorry, but his name was Brody. That was his name.
It was Brody, yeah.
Because he burned me.
Bodhi.
That's what I said, Bodhi.
You said Brody, didn't you?
No, you said Brody. I said Bodhi.
Ah.
Because that's why I thought you said Bodian.
Oh right, no.
Anyway, yeah, I'm getting similar vibes. Probably massively not that, and Ubisoft probably haven't thought that far into the story.
Maybe not. No.
I did really hate the fact that when you, again, spoilers for Outlaws that we're talking about, when you go to do the mission towards the beginning and you go to break, you end up opening the vault and that guy's in there for the rebels.
Yeah.
And then you're like, just give him my fucking money. And he's like, we just come with and we'll sort it out. And then the one's like, no, we ain't got time for this. Bang.
Stun, yeah.
That's not very rebel-like.
No, it's almost like they're an outlaw.
Yeah, that was an outlaw thing to do. Maybe
also,
that's what it is.
Tell me this, Callum. Why is there not a quick draw option?
Because she's not an outlaw.
No, but like a cowboy sort of like, from the hip, bang. Like you can just sort of like, you've got like a split second to just sort of like, not your auto one, which like shoots everybody in the area or whatever. But like a quick draw mode where, someone's squaring off with you and you've got the option to like pull your gun and quick draw them. Red Dead.
I'm going to shoot.
You have like your duels and stuff.
It's because she's not that capable.
But she can fly a ship. She can steal a bunch of shit. She's got a trained axolotl. And she can shoot someone half a mile away with a sniper rifle.
No, you can shoot
I think she's capable enough somehow.
I don't know, because obviously when you first steal the ship and she's like, the seat's lowering down and everything else, and then she finally flies away, and you're like, she ain't got a clue what she's doing.
That's a great little scene though, like when you just prop her on the back foot and you just get charged from everything. That was great.
I wish it wasn't in the reveal trailer.
I didn't see that.
Yeah,
at all.
That's the one we watched when we watched the.
No, that's one in the cave, like where you're in the cave and there's like a bunch of people wandering around in the cave. That's the one I remember.
Oh, so I definitely remember the video of her like trying to start the ship and then the thing going down the seat. And
well, that's the benefit of my stupid memory. Card.
Yeah, you say
if I did watch it, I enjoyed it all the more the next time I actually played it.
Because it is quite funny, especially as like leading up to that, trying to get to the ship and everything else. Like it's not, I wouldn't say tense, but in comparison. And then it's that little bit of light-hearted humour, and it was like it's quite funny. But then immediately after that, she could fly it really well.
It's like with Rey, I get that. Rey's been on a planet forever. She can get the ship and she just knows how to fly it and fix it. But she's a Jedi. So yeah, of course you can. You just got those sort of like Matrix abilities that just... you can just sort of vibe it.
But they didn't explain it very well, but they did go into little bits where like she does know stuff and like she can tinker with things and she can fix them up and stuff like that.
And that's why, it's Star Wars scrappy
heap challenge. Star Wars scrap heap challenge.
Yeah, just it's people who just have to live by the skin of their teeth.
Yeah,
and you've got to learn how to sort of like hack a console and steal things on the sly because that's how you survive.
But throughout the entire beginning of this, we're led to believe that she's not very good and the jobs always go wrong and she's not that skilled. But it turns out she's pretty skilled.
Yeah, why would you keep on giving her complicated jobs? If she can't do it, if they keep on falling apart, why give her all the complicated ones?
I mean, to be fair, like he does seem to like even when it's like, let me give you the money, she's like, I don't want the money. And it's just like, well, here's a nice, easy job. It's easy money. And she's like, I don't want that. I want the hard stuff. I want the difficult ones. But as an outlaw, if somebody went, here's some easy money, you don't have to really do anything. And you go, cool, I'll do that. Instead of doing all this difficult work.
And then immediately, as soon as you get your ship, it's like, hey, do you want to take this cargo from this bit here to this bit here? And you're like, yeah. 600 credits, yeah, definitely.
There's a lot of like things that like they don't not fully add up, but like it's I don't know. There's a lot of things that this should be like poorly reviewed by us, but then there's a lot of things that it is enjoyable.
Yeah,
and it's definitely getting way more negatives than it should be, and people can not like games. That's fine, but you know. You're also wrong. Nah, it's that a lot of people are not liking it for the wrong reasons, and it's because it's a girl and she's not white and she's not Han Solo and it's like fuck off. Like, who cares? As long as the game's like fun, that's all I care about. As long as it's fun, we might watch Venom: The Last Dance, and we go, actually, that was a pretty fun Venom film. Unlikely, but it could happen, Dan. Could happen. It won't. You know what else I also forgot to buy that I said I was going to buy yesterday? Thank goodness you're here.
Oh, did you not get it?
No, I might get it tomorrow.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting to get it, but that was a really fun little game.
Yeah.
Like when we played the demo for it. But that's all I got really, Dan.
Yeah, I reckon that'll do for me.
We have got more stuff coming up. What did we play yesterday?
We played Core Keeper.
Core Keeper. I keep forgetting what it's called. And that was a really fun surprise more than anything else. I didn't expect to like it. But I really do like it, and I think we should play some more of that. Cool.
Well, are you going to do a surprise me wheel spin for Game Pass? See what we're playing?
Yes, I am, Dan. Let me just set stuff up because I got things going all over the shop. I've lost.
Don't forget, if it's a single player, you're playing it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a multiplayer, I'm going to go and download it as well.
Do. Right. Oh shit! It's the wrong screen. Can you see that? Can you see it? Is it there? No, I'm on the wrong thing. I went on the wheel thing. We're not doing that. That's a surprise one.
Oh, okay.
that was the thing that we can't do because something got taken off Steam. Do you remember?
Sure. Now there's pictures of just Cad Bane for some reason.
Yeah, I was trying to think like if he would fit in a decent. So I was like, I'm pretty sure he's dressed as a cowboy, isn't he? And he is. It's towards the bottom. Can you see that yet?
I'm still not. No, can't see nothing.
On mine, it's thingy.
Yep, there we go.
Yep, can you see it?
Yep.
What will you play next? Surprise me. Ori and the Blind Forest.
I mean, you can do. I fucking adore it.
I love this game.
And I know you've already played it as well, so it's up to you, really.
I would rather play something else because I played it a lot. I mean, if I spin it again and it happens to be Ori again.
Well, if it's one of the wild... What's it called?
Wild Wisps.
Where the wild things are.
Will of the Wisps.
I don't know what it's called, but either way, the second one's fucking amazing as well. If it's that, then I'll play it.
They're both phenomenal. Oh.
Oh, no.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
I mean, we vetoed the first one, Dan.
Okay. Well, I mean, you're playing it anyway, so I don't really mind.
Yeah, but you gotta watch it.
Yeah, I can watch my phone instead. It's fine.
And this one is going to be one where we do we're together. So I'm going to wait till you're down here and then we're going to play.
Nah, fuck
that. Right, that's installing now, Dan.
Excellent stuff. Well, we'll call it there then, mate.
Oh, by the way, because other people can't see this, Evil Within 2 was the game that popped up.
Oh, yeah, that might help, yeah.
So we'll be playing Evil Within 2, which is an excellent game. I have played it. I have completed it. It's very good.
Good.
But I've played Ori more, and Dan's never played this, so this makes more sense.
Sure.
So that's what we're doing. Anyway, you can go to podcastfisherplay.com. You can see all the stuff that we've done and all the upcoming stuff when it goes up, including this podcast and the other Within 2 and Court Keeper. Dan, thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I'm pointing where my camera would be normally because it's just a force of habit. But thank you, guys, anyway, and we'll see you on the next one. Goodbye. This week's episode is brought to you by NYXI and their Hyperion Pro Joy-Cons for Nintendo Switch. The Hyperion Pro is the best Joy-Con replacement we've tested to date. They look fantastic, they feel better than stock Joy-Cons, and the Hall effect sticks ensure longevity of them will outlast Nintendo's offering, as well as other third-party brands that still suffer with the dreaded drift issues. The super comfortable and ergonomic grip allow for easy long-time gaming. The programmable RGB lights mean you can customize the controller to your particular taste, and the gamer's reflex macro buttons are available to give you an edge. Plus, the GameCube-inspired purple option and the green Legend of Zelda-inspired variant really make the controller stand out. All this, and using promo code PvP, you can get 10% off. Head over to NYXIGame.com or use the link in the description.